We are joined by Paddy McGrath here from a company known as Everway, formerly known as Texthelp. We've established that this morning. We're at the Abu Dhabi conference 2025. Paddy, welcome. How are you finding the conference so far?
Loving it so far. Can't believe the buzz that's around here, Alex. Like, it is so full of people really eager to engage, eager to learn. Been stopped in the corridor so many times for so many good chats already, and we're only not even halfway through the day so far. So fabulous, really excited.
Yeah, I just managed to catch the end of your first session, I think, and you gave a little keynote this morning as well. Just kind of like hooking people in. What's kind of the key message you're wanting to drive throughout this conference today?
Well, I suppose for me, my great passion is inclusion. Inclusion is the most important thing that I can deliver at any conference. Anywhere I go around the world, that's my keyword. But today, I really want people to leave with this concept of necessary for some, useful for all, to think about the changes you make in your classroom that might be necessary for some students, but useful for every single one of the students. So if we start to think about it that way, we start to think about, differences, we just start to think about things being more inclusive. So inclusive practice and how we might achieve that. I'm talking about things like today in the sessions, where does AI fit in that? I'm talking about where does exams access arrangements fit in that? Where does your materials that you supply to your students fit? Universal design for learning. All of these things add up into making our classrooms more inclusive.
Yeah, and just for those people out there that maybe haven't come across Texthelp ever, like, what is the premise of the platform, as it were, and what is it bringing into classrooms? How is it supporting those students?
So if you sort of follow that philosophy of inclusive practice and you look at necessary for some, useful for all, our tools fundamentally engage with content that's on a screen. So whether it's on a web page, a Google Doc, a Microsoft Word document, your LMS, and we provide accessibility tools for that. So I'll give you an example. Text to speech, how do we have those words read aloud? Speech to text, how do we dictate better? How do we help with vocabulary building? But we provide that as a software toolbar that sits on top of every piece of learning, everywhere a student can happen, and give them the supports that they actually need to improve literacy, to improve comprehension, to improve their reading skills when they're online, in any language.
Amazing. And obviously, not just being trapped in here, you had a little mooch around and seeing and met with some people. Is there anything or anybody you're looking forward to seeing or discussing with people today?
Yeah, look, I think, you and I go to lots of conferences and we hear about AI a lot. We're both involved in the world of AI. I think what's really interesting is for me to look at some of those sessions and go, right, well, what's the take locally on that? I'm from the UK, I've flown in for this conference and for some others. So it's really interesting to see regionally, what does AI practice look like? How can we get that better? How can we get it improved? So that's been useful. Lots of people speaking on that. But also I think there's some more fundamental things here, talking to dyslexia experts. Dyslexia is a great passion of mine to ensure we support pupils with dyslexia. Fundamentally, how do we understand something like that? So I think that's what's great about here is that full range of people, talking about AI in good practice and talking about the fundamentals of their pedagogical approaches to, for example, support dyslexia. So many, I'm going to run out of time today to talk to all the people I want to. I've never seen so many sessions at a conference that are so valuable, and so I've almost given up on visiting the sessions because there's just too many to choose from. It's like a pick and mix box.
There are some wonderful sessions going on today. Lots of fantastic people around, not just talking, but obviously here as well. Closing question I'm asking everyone, put you on the spot, going to get you thinking now. If education was to have a theme tune or a theme song, Paddy, what would yours be?
Whoa. Wow, I'm on the spot for that one, Alex. My goodness, that's the best question I think I've been asked. I'm trying to think, what would it be? I don't have one, Alex.
The sound of silence. That's all we've got.
And as an audio guy who grew up with music all around him, my goodness.
There's so many good things to choose from, isn't there?
There's so many good things. Yeah, what's other people been choosing?
So we have had a few Queens. That We Are the Champions.
Yeah.
Rob Coe came up with that one.
Yeah.
We've had Queen, I Want to Break Free.
Yeah.
I gave Ollie the alternative. I said you can either have the song or you can say sum up education at the moment with 3 emojis.
Ooh.
So
I'm going to do the frustrated emoji because there's lots of change that we have to put in play there in education. I think as practitioners we're a little bit frustrated at maybe the systems. I'm going to put in the excited emoji there as well because the world of AI, personalised learning coming down the track, I think it's exciting for us as educators but also for our pupils. And I think I'm going to put in a little bit of a tear emoji in there as well. I think that little tear emoji is just the emotion that we bring to education and the passion that we bring, but I think it shows our passion for learning and our passion for the kids that we work with. So yeah, there's your 3 emojis.
Amazing. Thank you, Paddy. Thank you for speaking with us. Appreciate it.